Welcome to Tabor Explains It All. In this series, I'll be covering a single topic in detail. For this first episode, I'm going to be covering a map-based score streak called the Anti-Air Directed Energy Weapon, or more simply, the Anti-Air Laser System. As most of you should know, some levels include special streaks that are entirely map-specific. You can earn these special streaks from a care package, or gank them from your enemy's care package. And once activated, they trigger a map-wide benefit for your entire team. Typically, this results in very bad things for your opponent. Now this particular streak, the Anti-Air Laser System, is found on my personal favorite map, Defender. To be honest, I can't believe how many people don't know the benefits from this score streak. It's hands down one of the best streaks in the entire game. So what does it do, exactly? First of all, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, you can only get it out of a care package. You'll want to always run a care package when you play the map Defender. However, only run the support and double tap modules on it. Why not better odds, you ask? Well, here's a screenshot of the odds of what you'll receive in a care package without the better odds module and with it. This is pulled straight from the game code, by the way, and was obtained from Reddit. As you can see, without better odds, you have a 16.8% chance of getting the map-based score streak. And with it, however, that chance decreases to 13.5%. I suppose that's not a huge drop, but it still decreases the odds nonetheless. So anyway, activating this massive defense turret in the center of the map causes it to rise up from its building and shoot down any hostile enemy aerial score streaks. But more on this in just a moment. While activated, beneath the laser emits a dark orange glow that will damage anyone that enters it. I also wanted to show you here what it looks like once it returns inactive again. Take note of this, as something strange happens later on. So let's talk about what this baby can do. Now, why did I mention that it's one of the most powerful streaks in the entire game? Allow me to show you. I've tested this extensively, and the anti-air laser system will destroy the following: UAVs, warbirds, bombing runs, and even paladins. Unfortunately, it will not destroy recon drones, assault drones, care packages, missile strikes, and the Vulcan. Can you imagine how mad someone would be that just called in, say, a paladin and have it instantly destroyed by this score streak? Now, I say it's instantly destroyed, but it's actually a little longer than that. 3 hits. The laser will destroy each and every streak in just 3 hits. Those 3 consecutive hit marker sounds are orgasmic to my ears, followed by the explosion of whatever was just destroyed. Did I mention you get 150 points for each streak destroyed? Now let's say, for example, you're playing ground war. Your enemy has just called in a UAV, and then another UAV, and then a warbird, and one more person calls in a bombing run, all at once. If you have the laser air system activated at that time, you'll receive a whopping 600 points towards your own streaks, plus whatever kills you yourself managed to rack up in that time span. It's a great way to build your own streaks. I wanted to touch base on a few things here. First of all, a lot of people tend to call in streaks as soon as they get them, and this one is no exception. However, this one will literally do absolutely nothing for you unless there's an aerial score streak in the air. So do not call it in unless you hear the announcement that the enemy has something in the air. Remember, only a UAV, a warbird, a bombing run, or a paladin will be destroyed. Second of all, it lasts approximately 1 minute and 30 seconds, and that's a long time. However, even though it lasts that long, it can't shoot for that entire duration. As soon as you press the button to activate the score streak, it takes 7 seconds to get into firing mode. It first rises up, then it has to extend the barrel of the laser, and then it can fire. 7 seconds in total for this. Then it folds back up after about 1 minute and 18 seconds and goes away entirely 5 seconds after that. So even though it lasts for 1 minute and 30 seconds, of that time it will only be in firing mode for 1 minute and 18 seconds. Still, that's a hefty amount of time. Lastly, in regard to the bombing run streak, you have to be sort of lucky with this one. As most of you should know, the bombing runs move pretty fast. If you hear the announcement, enemy bombing run overhead, and call it in instantly when you hear that, you'll destroy it in mid-streak, which is better than nothing. To completely stop a bombing run, you have to already have the laser activated when the enemy calls it in. But you'd be surprised at how many people are oblivious to the laser even being activated. So this definitely could happen. The laser will make your enemies rage beyond belief if you destroy one of the higher-up streaks, mostly because they won't realize what happened. If your streak is destroyed by the anti-air laser system, you receive no notification. So if you call in a bombing run and it gets destroyed by it, you'll be waiting forever for the screen to start shaking, and it never will. Watch here as I call in my own bombing run, wait for it to come, and it never does. I had to go back and watch the footage to see what happened. Turns out it was destroyed by the laser. The only way to see if a streak got destroyed by the laser is by the notification on the left center of the screen, right here. So now you know how epic of a streak this is, but how does one stop it? Turns out there's a way. First of all, you can get hit markers on this thing if you shoot at it. You would think this implies that it can be shot down, but trust me, it cannot. I spent a good 5 minutes unloading clip after clip after clip into it and it never blew up. So how does one turn this monstrosity off? You hack it. If you look here at a picture of the map itself, you'll notice a peculiar white circular object on the far left center of the map, right here. This is the terminal where you can hack the laser and thus disable it. I can't tell you how many people I've seen actually use this device as cover while an active anti-air laser system is ongoing. All they had to do was turn around and hack it. This little white building is directly in front of the C flag on Domination. If you're in the center building, where the laser itself is actually at, you'll notice it's a crossroad junction, meaning it has several hallways leading into it. An easy way to get to the hacking system is to follow the tunnel with the big 140 above it. It appears that none of the other tunnels have numbers above them. So if you're rushing to shut the laser off, remember to take tunnel 140. Also, remember earlier when I showed you what the laser looked like when it was done? Here's what it looks like after you hack it. That orange-red glow sticks around, and for some reason this time it's no longer able to damage you. To be honest, I think this is a glitch. Also, for whatever reason, you only get 100 points for disabling the laser. If you kill any other map-based score streak in this game, you get 150 points. So I'm not sure why this one is only 100. So that's all there is to it. Wait for the announcer to say this phrase.
The enemy controls the laser air defense system.
And then sprint towards this little circular terminal and hack the laser off. One last thing I wanted to show is some of the glitches associated with this streak. Nothing special, but a few are annoying and possibly even seizure-inducing. First, sometimes when the laser goes down, it'll start strobing all over the place, which is thoroughly annoying if you're in the center building. The next one is also an eyesore. Now watch closely here in this clip and you'll see a huge pulsing red orb in the sky, directly above where the laser comes out. It almost looks like the sun. This is actually the tip of the laser when it fires. Sometimes when a laser is active and then goes away, the tip of the laser stays out. So watch closely here. I call in a care package and get the anti-air laser system. Then I activate it here and I die. As soon as I die here, don't focus on my dead body. Instead, watch the red orb. The laser activates and picks up the glowing orb and reattaches itself to the laser. That's a very strange glitch. And that, as they say, is that. I've thoroughly researched the laser and maintain that it's one of the best map-based score streaks in the entire game. There's nothing more satisfying than destroying a top-tier streak in 3 glorious and insanely fast hits by the anti-air laser system. I hope you guys enjoy using this as much as I have. And who knows, maybe this video will make people want to vote for the Defender map more often. It's truly a great map, and this streak makes it so much more enjoyable, especially when you're playing solo against a full clan that keeps calling in streak after streak. The glorious part about this streak is that everyone can obtain it since you can run support on the orbital care package. So even a mere solo player can even the odds against a full clan calling all those streaks in with just a mere laser.